All right, guys, it's the bottom of the ninth. The score's tied, and there's 2 outs or something like that. I think it's day 19 of 20 available to do the 20-day Ranch Fest to get the 146 done. But with the almost sinking of the 907, a lot of issues popped up. So now we're kind of scrambling to get 2 boats done. I have not done a video because I've been either one of 2 flying and or, pretty much flying. I got to work too and trying to balance out life. So I just got back from work last night. And when I'm behind, I call in the cavalry. So I called in the cavalry, and they all showed up last night. Also, met us at SeaTac. Nicole flew in over from Spokane. Kelly came down from Ketchikan, Alaska, and we kind of talked about our game plan last night. We knew what we had to get done. We literally have today and tomorrow, and then we're going to be on the track on Saturday.
Well, tomorrow we still have to pack up and everything else too.
Yeah, the flipping race trailer is out there. It is empty. We got a pack. We still got, what time is it right now?
Probably 8 something.
8:30, almost 9 p.m. on Thursday. And we got to leave here at about 4 a.m. Saturday. So we got a lot to do. But we got a lot done today. Yeah. Kelly, tell me what, we came out, the first thing, we just had a little bit of cleanup things to do with the 907. First of all, when we almost sank it, I said screw it, and I put the aluminum sides on. So this is kind of the first new look at this thing with the aluminum sides on. So those were on, got the boat painted, and lo and behold, we got my Jerry stickers. This is our one decal for now. I love it, actually. But there was some stuff we had to finish up on this thing. Like when we came out here this morning, what did we start doing? I can't even remember what we started doing.
Pulled the seats and got the seat belts underneath the seat belts all adjusted and the seat back in for the driver's side. We had throttle. We didn't have enough throw in our adjustment on the throttle to get our idle to where we wanted to, so we had to go back and do a little re-engineering.
Yeah, we kind of had to move this block. Let me get the camera right. We had to move that block. There's the old holes. We had to move it just so we could get some adjustment. Can't get the camera right on that in order to get it to idle just a couple hundred RPMs higher, 100 RPMs higher.
Yeah, without going through a lot of work in the linkages to get that. And that's the way the engine builder told us to do it. So
we also got the footrest in. So down there, that's a nice addition because, man, when these things, like I said, you're doing 5-6 lateral G's and your legs and arms are flopping around if you don't have anything to grab onto and or push off of. So that was another thing. And then finally back in the rear section, I had to get a new, a ring gear. So I put the new ring gear in, threw the driveline back in. So as of right now, all I literally got to do is put, this rear fin is removable. The sides are welded on. So when you take this off, super easy access to get all that stuff done. So the 907 is 99.5% done. The Navi seat is going to stay out of it because Josh has to wire in some resistors to get the lambda readings to work on that, and we're going to do that at the track Saturday morning. So let's move on to the 146. Let's show the boat. It doesn't look too bad. No, but it doesn't look like it's going to be ready in a day and a half. But here is the 146. As is right now, Thursday night, and it it does not look like it's going to be ready. For one, it's obviously not going to be painted. I'm cool with that. We're going to go with the rat rod look, and we're going to kick some butt in it. But we've been thrashing on this thing. Mostly, Kelly, we came out, once we finished working on that, you worked on all the plumbing. So
we basically just had the motor sitting in here, headers on as just for mock-up, and there was nothing else plumbed from the fuel tank. So Nicole and I got all the water lines from the pump all the way outboard done. We got all of the fuel lines done from the fuel tank up to the motor. Eric flew and got the carburetor.
No, we got to talk about that later.
And we got it mounted. We've been working on throttle pedal and adjustments on.
I have a question on the AN fittings. Who makes the better AN fitting?
She does on the big one.
So I don't know, Nicole. We're turning Nicole into a wrencher. So yeah, we literally taught you a month ago on the 907 how to build AN fittings and hoses and stuff. And Kelly was getting good. There can be frustrating as hell when you can't get them to essentially start right. And I wasn't here, but Nicole saw Kelly getting frustrated. She's like, hey, I can do this. Let me help. And so she did and took over, and she's a contributor. And she, literally 5 minutes ago, she was under the boat putting the grate back in it. So awesome help. You guys have been huge.
You got the steering
Hooked back up. The gas. We're working on some gas pedal sensitivity issues. So let's talk about this carburetor. So y'all probably know or don't know that I bought that airplane, and I'm really glad I did because it hauls ass. And today we got going on the stuff. I told kind of essentially debrief Kelly on everything that I had to do. And like, go for it. And I'm going to hop in the plane and fly down to Albany, which is where Benny lives, and pick up the carburetor. It was 215 miles. I made it down there in an hour in the old Lancer Legacy. So hauled ass down there, picked up the carburetor, flew back up right through Seattle's airspace, loved it, landed. Nicole picked me back up. We came in and put the carburetor on here. So it was literally a personal aircraft parts runner today. And I loved it. It was so cool to be able to do that. It saved us. Yeah, because we had a backup carb plan and that fell through. So we're like, well, crap, I'm kind of glad we did that. But headers, they're fully in, right?
Yep.
The accumulator is fully plumbed in. We're working. We've got one little, Benny does not want me to use that as oil pressure gauge. So we're not going to do that. We're going to route it up there. We had to modify this throttle bracket, just whatever, we got to do what we got to do. So modified that so we get in full throw on the throttle. Carburetor's on. The fuel log is all in. Let's see. Yeah, the fuel log is in. All the lines are in. And this is our one little sketchy thing. I don't know. Do you think it's going to work or do you think it's going to melt?
Figure it out. Either way,
it's not actually touching the header back there, but it's really close. And I wrapped it in that in a loom, and then I also wrapped it in that heat shield stuff. So hopefully that will work enough just for this test day. Or if we'll see. That's why we test. If it's melted, we'll have to reroute it and lengthen them and everything else. But we're kind of really just scrambling to get this thing done. Oh, the other thing, Kelly fixed when I screwed up the U-joint on the driveline. So the driveline is essentially in and ready to go. But this thing will fire up tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, it's noonish.
And then the last big thing is still got to throw the sides on this thing. So that will be after we fired up, after all the seats are fitted, the seat belts are in. The sides are probably going to go on late tomorrow afternoon. I don't even know if we're going to grind the welds. We'll just flip and goober them on there and go to the track. I don't know. We'll see if we got time, but I just wanted to give everybody a kind of a quick update. I haven't been filming because I haven't been working on the boats. I've been flying, and now we're back at it. 2 super hard days at this thing. Tomorrow's video, you should see this thing coming to life for the very first time. This motor has never started. So sorry, Benny, that he's not here, but I think we got the info from him. And we'll sign off and get going back to work and get this thing fired up tomorrow. Thanks for watching.